Good day, my fellow Star Wars fans. Welcome. My name is Benjamin, and today, in celebration of the release of The Rise of Skywalker, which at the time of this video being filmed is just 3 days away, which I cannot believe, today we are going to be building a lightsaber. So, what you're going to need for this build are household craft foam for the detailing, an old unused magnet for the ignition button, and a vacuum tube for the main hilt of the lightsaber. You can also add an optional belt clip or some other detail pieces to make it your own. So right now you can see that I have all the parts laid out, and I'm just going to go over the whole thing with an initial coat of metallic gray spray paint. So I'm going to start spraying horizontally on the vacuum tube, as you can see here. But then I realized that it's probably better to go vertically, so I'll start doing that. And once I've covered the whole top and the sides, I move on to the black paint primer, which I will be using for the craft foam parts. And these craft foam parts will be used to make up a little mid-detailing section on our lightsaber. So I'm just going over this craft foam and letting that paint really soak in to get rid of the original color of the craft foam, which was like a lime green. So as you can see here, my paint's dried, so I'm going to go over the whole thing again with another coat. So I'm just going to start spray painting the vacuum tube again, just to make sure all that paint covers up any of the black spots left over. And then I'm going to go over the entire black part again, and just really let all that paint soak in. So as you can see here, my lightsaber hilt is completely painted and done, and it's looking good for our prop. So as you can see here, I have this little plastic trophy that I got at Party City for $1, and I'm just going to be spray painting that silver and black, and I'm going to be using that for the very end of the lightsaber. And I got the idea from Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker's lightsabers in the movies. They've got this little end piece, I don't know what it's called, but I think it looks really cool, and I think this trophy will look really good once it's painted. And I'm also going to go over the foam part again on the other side, just to get rid of any of the green glare left over. Okay, so I've got my painted lightsaber hilt right here, and I've also got all these little pieces I'm going to add on, so I'm just going to be using this hot glue gun to put them on. So let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. I'm just going to take this and attach it right here. I'm going to add a little bit more hot glue because it's coming off a little bit. And I'm going to hold that on here while it dries. Add a tiny dabble of glue here. Get all these little wispies off. And right there, I've got my little black part. So now I'm going to attach this smaller part to cover up that seam right there. Whoopsies, there goes that. Alright, there we go. Right there. There's our little hilt piece. So I'm going to let that dry. And we should be good to go. Now I'm also going to take this little, this piece I found right here, which is a belt clip. And I'm going to attach it right here on the lightsaber. And that's where it'll just clip onto my belt. So. Right there, we got our little belt clip, so now that should hang on my belt nice and smoothly. Now, as I'm sure you can see by the reflection, there's a little tiny bits of hot glue here that are just kind of exposed, and they don't look great, so I'm just going to take these scissors right here and just cut those little parts off. Much better. Alright, so now we've got the base of our saber done. And now I'm going to attach a couple more detail pieces that I have. So, right here I've got this old black magnet, and I'm just going to pop that right there for a button. But before I do that, I'm going to color the surface red to make a little ignition button. And for coloring that, I'm just going to be using a red Sharpie. So the Sharpie isn't working too well. It's not really showing up. So instead I'm just gonna flip it around and use the black side. One little drop of glue there. And there we go. Nice and clean on there. Now I'm going to take this black marker and I'm going to go over any little spots I missed with paint because I don't want any of the green showing through. I'm also going to cover up any remaining hot glue spots that I missed. And there we go, she's looking pretty darn good. I'm also going to top the rim right here with black. Looks pretty good. So, there we go. I believe my lightsaber is just about completed. Now, in the future I may add some more detailing down here because it's a little blank, but at the moment it's looking good. So, here we have it, our finished product. Obviously it's not perfect. The paint is uneven in some places, and I missed with the marker and scribbled on some parts, but overall I think it's pretty good for a first prop, and that weathered homemade look is something I really like because I made this prop with my own two hands, and that's really special to me. If you enjoyed this content, which I know it's YouTube cliche, but please click the like button so I know that you like what I'm making. It really helps me know what I should do on the channel and what I shouldn't. Also, if you have any suggestions for another prop I should make, or just anything for the channel, leave it down in the comments below. Until next time, my name is Benjamin. May the Force be with you.